right now I don't want to be filling up a slot with it. Ah, you son of a gun. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to episode, what is this, 22? Of HardCorn Caves and Cliffs Terralith. The name that's hard to say, and evidently hard to remember if you've seen the earlier episodes, when I absolutely did not remember it many times over, and even flubbed it a bit last time. But here we are. I've freshly caffeinated, so things may go a little bit better. Anyway, I'm Cowcorn, and welcome. So, we have this nice little diamond pickaxe here. It's got mending, and nothing else. Diving helmet, respiration, nothing else. Need to flesh those out a little bit. If nothing else, need to add mending to the helmet. And we got over here our little fellow here with Unbreaking. So, we are going to work on building up some emeralds first off. Get that on the diamond pickaxe, and if we've got some momentum going, we might go ahead and get that on the helmet as well. But mostly on the pickaxe. And while we're getting that, we might want to try to get these guys built up a bit. If we can... Well, this guy's on expert. He can't really do us any more. So what we're going to look at doing is figure out what things we can sell them, like books, for instance. But that's really about it at this point. But anyway, we're going to see if we can get them leveled up a bit without hurting our efforts to get that Unbreaking enchantment. All right. Also, we have a little bit more left to do up top here, so we're going to work on that as well. All right, let's pop these away. And we might want to actually go ahead and get us another librarian to put in this fourth little stall over here. Because I'm thinking a nice efficiency 5 would be good while we're waiting on our stalks to grow. We don't really have much at the moment. We're going to let those grow a bit. And you know what? Let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and get another librarian started. Let's see, I got some blue wool here. So we'll go ahead and make a bed. Bada bing, bada boom. Place it over here. Like so. And let's see, we're going to need to make a lectern. We're also going to need a kid. So we'll open up those gates, let the love flow. All right. And see if we can accelerate things a little bit here. Or, no, okay. Come on, guys, pick up the carrots. There you go. You too. Everybody knows if, sometimes maybe I'm a bit old-fashioned, but say if you want to mate, you need to throw a few carrots our way. Hello. We'll take it. There you go. Take them all. Go for it. That's it. It's yours. There you go. Alright, guys. And, do I have anything to trade them at the moment? No, I don't. But hey, that's fine. Alright, so these guys, as far as trades go, he will buy books. He will buy books and sell lanterns. He will sell bookshelves. So, yeah. Well, we'll buy that Unbreaking from him. I already bought a bookshelf from him once. All right, let's see. Oh, and we have a kid. All right, we'll get him over to his new bed come nightfall. I have some cobblestone walls here. Should be enough. All right, meanwhile, oh, I have no water in my bucket. I should keep water in my bucket, just as a matter of principle. All right, let's get a few of these. Silk Touch would be good, as would Fortune. But again, we don't have a lot of diamonds just yet. Oh, come on now. Was not, I don't know. Not sure why I wasn't expecting it to be there. There it is. All right. It's not in the usual inventory slot for my axe. Let's collect them all. These are still growing. I'm starting to get this one here. Some of these are going. Let's see. Do we have no bone meal on me? There goes the axe. Should have stuff for a new one. These over there. Get it in the right spot. All right. Or the usual spot anyway. All right. There's some growing there already. All right. Let's see. These IKEA melons, I swear. All right. So, we need to get this little guy out of the spot he's in. Okay. Yeah. All right. Let's get the cracking on that. Like, no, that needs block there. Or that would not be enough. Let's see, and there and there. I think there for good measure. He might hop up on that ledge. All right, so he's got to come into here. Ooh, we've got so many ways he could go. Well, there's really nowhere else for him to go other than there. I'll close that, or that he would want to go anyway. All right. Let's get this guy loose. There you go. Where are you? How did you... Oh, I didn't... And this does no good anyway. All right. Wake up. You got another bed. Go. Not there. Go around. Through the thing. Through the gate. Through the gate. Through the gate. Through the gate. The gate. The bed's over here. Did I open it up? I didn't open it up. Sorry about that. There you go. Do you see the path now? What if I close this? Does that induce you to find it again? There you go. I think sometimes triggering some changes can trigger them to redo their pathfinding. I think. I don't know. That's the impression I get anyway. All right. Let's put his bed back over here. Oops, come here. Set crib back up for next time. close them on up. That's all intact. Good, good, good. All right. And he's all closed up in his new room over here, right? Yes, he is. Good. All right. And I can take down these. Maybe I should just put some gates up. Thought there was something walking around out there, but maybe not. Oh, creeper. Anything out here? There's a skeleton out there. Armored. One that's not. Oh, we got our wandering salesman over there. Alright. So I'm curious, actually. This is something I've been meaning to try. And hopefully this won't cut this whole series short. But I've been meaning to take a look. Okay. That was... made short work of that, anyway. Well, obviously he was not able to see me through that, which bodes well for... okay, he sees me. And now I do this, and... does he see me still? Over here, dude. Okay, well, he's getting whacked over here. Yep. Okay. Can I? Yeah, I can open that and close it as well. Neat. Okay, well. So these have proved useful. I'm not sure if this is exactly... I don't like the little cross piece, the way it blocks my view, though. Yeah. So... didn't really get a perfect test of it because the golem was there. Kind of meddling. Think I could get that guy from here? I only have 6 arrows. I don't have any kind of enchantments on this yet. Okay, well, it was, I think it was a successful test of the visibility portion. Okay. So, oh, you know what? I'll go after this guy. Hello? You out there? Coming up? Okay, so you can't see me is the problem. Alright. Well, the whole point is that they can't get at me. And when I have the gate down, when I have the trap doors down, they can't see me. Which is really all that I needed. And as long as it will stop arrows as well, when the time comes, that'll be fine too. Now the question is, what is it? The evokers with their little alligator doodads? Well, we'll have to find out from that. Alright. I think it's time to go ahead and sleep. And see what we get in the morning. Okay. Alright. Our little bouncing baby boy here. Well, you're going to have a... we need to make you a lectern. Actually. And I got this closed off, right? Yeah, okay. So no more babies just yet. Do I have slabs? I got 3 slabs, and I will need 1 bookcase. Pretty sure I'm going to need Another set of slabs to make the bookcase. Okay. Put that in there. That might be... I think that's enough to make another one, right? Was it at 4? And that melon's not going to put a watermelon down for him. Alright, anyway, just to have that set there for him. Oh, I didn't put, yeah, the little jumping area. I'm surprised he didn't try to get out. I can't reach this cobble there. But, no matter. I don't mind. Alright. So how's the saying go? It's mind over matter. If you don't mind, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter? Never mind. Something like that. Alright. More money here. We never did trade the other ones we collected. So let's see what this gets us up to. Alright. More growing. Here we go. Okay, should be getting more and more as this goes. But yeah, efficiency. Desperately need it. That's what we're going to go for this next guy once he grows up. Alright. Meanwhile, let's see what we can get for these guys. I heard a little rustling in the grass. I'm wondering if we have a creeper out there. I'm afraid to test with that. Alright. You. Actually, let's go with you. You're giving me better deals. Thanks, sir. And those as well. There we are. Hey, up to level 25. May be able to soon do some of our own enchantments. Alright, so meanwhile, that gets us up to 54 emeralds. Alright. So that is enough to... Oh, I need a book. I need a book. Let's see. I don't have any on me. But I got bookshelves. I can bust one up. And get 3 books out of it. Nice. Okay. Nice and proper. And I didn't even have fortune. Just there you go. Alright, sir. I would like to purchase one of your Unbreaking books. Thank you very much. And I will take back my other books here. Or my emeralds and my ice cream sandwiches. What else? This one is buying 4 books for... I don't have enough books to see how many points that would get me. And also 4. And Flame and Aquafinity. Aquafinity is a good one to have. But I don't really need to level that guy up yet. Oh, we lost the stream. It should be coming back on momentarily. Or if you're seeing it now, if you're hearing this, you've got it back on. And you should, because, yep, it should have buffered. Alright, so welcome back if you're watching on the stream. Okay. And I need paper for that guy. You do want to get some more Ocean Explorer map. That would be an interesting one to have. But right now, let's go ahead. Why did I put it there? 5. Alright. Just for kicks. Let's see. What can we get for that? Oh, great. That's, yeah, we get that. Maybe we should just go ahead and bust up all these. And we could always get more. Alright. So we can get a count. 4, 7, 10, 13. We're getting 3 each so far. 16, 19, 22, 25, 31, 34, 37, 40. So consistently getting 3 each. For some reason, I was thinking that you only did that if you had fortune. That is so weird. Anyway, yeah, so let's see what we can get for that. So we got enough for 10 trades. We'll do 5 right now. See what this guy gets up to. What has he got? Loyalty 1. No. Alright, well, let's see what we can get with this. 5. Okay, we got another 5 out of him. Because we only had that many books. Alright. So, I mean, we could buy more bookshelves, or we could make some, or we could just make books. Could do that. Alright. But, I think right away, we don't have an anvil over here. That's something that we are lacking. We need an anvil over here, but I'm not sure how much iron we have. Let's go and double check that. Run, run, run down the hall. It's not school. We can do this. It's been a long time since I've been to school. Oh, hush. Oh, getting hungry. We'll have a little snack. Gotta have a little orange slice after a run. Okay, let's see. And we're still on 221A. Further updates to Terralith are apparently on hold until Minecraft 1.19 comes out. At that point, we have to make a decision. Alright, so we've got our diamond pickaxe and unbreaking book. We can go ahead and pop that on there. Whoa, and we have used up the anvil. Alright, so, oh man. And we do not have enough iron to make another anvil. So, we are truly going back to the mine because we cannot apply any more enchantments until we get that anvil. So, that is what we're going to do. Just right now. Yes. That's what we're going to do. All right. I mean, we can't even... Oh, man. Okay. That is frustrating. All right. So, let's make sure I didn't put my iron in another chest or something. No, we did not. We got 4 pieces there. We've got the old iron helmet. We could smelt that to an ingot, but that will do us little or no good. I don't think we can smelt an iron door, and I wouldn't want to anyway. All right. In fact, at some point, we want to put an iron door on here. All right, let's sleep when the time comes, and then we'll head down into the mine. Do I have a bed with me? Don't have a bed with me. You know what? I'm gonna run over here. I think. Well, no. Let me see. Do I have any wool over here? 1 white wool, lapis. Don't have any wool here. I don't think. No, I don't have any wool here. Got the sheep there, but Heck with it. I'm going to run over here. Grab some wool. Make a traveling bed. I think I had one, but I just used it. Or did I have one in the chest over there and just didn't notice it because I'm an idiot? It's possible. I am an idiot. At times. Other times, not. But, yeah. It's possible I am right now. Anyway. Bed. Pop that in there. The cobble. We'll go ahead and toss all this cobble in here and all this extra stuff, including that, just to make a little room for goodies. Okay. I don't think we'll need an axe either. Well, yeah, you know what? Never know. We never know. And we'll keep the iron pickaxe. Ooh, I think we're gonna make. I think what we're gonna do. We're gonna need more torches. So I'm thinking actually what we're gonna do. Is get more wood. Because frankly, we need more wood. Need a lot more wood and more torches. And probably more coal. Do I have any coal in here? I got a block of coal. What am I doing? Hitting wrong keys, putting things in the wrong places. It's just insane, and it's raining. Alright, so yeah, let's head over this way. We're going to need to go out and cut those trees out there. Clean this big one. It's pretty, but we need the wood. All right. Sleepy time. And here we go. Let's see. Let the rain stop. Let the rain stop. Check for creepers. I don't like how things are so flickery out there. I think the last update of Iris or something has it doing that with entities in the distance. Haven't seen any bug reports, but I haven't really been following that closely either. Man, you really go through these. All right. Stack up on that. Anything out here? Oh, that's right. These guys I captured, didn't I? That's right. They're mine. Forgot about that. I'm going to keep forgetting about that. Keep seeing those guys out there, thinking, oh, hey, there's a wandering trader out there. But it's not. It's just the llamas. All right. Let's get some... let's get some saplings so that we can replant. Keep an eye out for creepers. Because we do not have anything fenced off here. Oh, I'm like... just... wow. I just started to turn and look. Like, oh yeah, that's the smart thing to do. It's like, oh, what was that noise? That's how they get you. Oh my goodness, come on. There's one. Lovely. Okay, and a stick. Two. I need 4 to properly replant. 3. Come on, just one more. Oh my. Okay. Well. Well, if I have to, I'll go on back and get some. All right, let's go ahead and tower our way up here. Spiral our way up. Hopefully I got enough axe left in me here. Okay, and this is high as we're getting. Hopefully it is enough. Yeah, it looks like it. Okay. Let's see, any inside here? We're still over the trunk here, okay. Let's see. There goes a sapling. Hopefully it'll still be there when we go back down. Alright, stuff is starting to decay there, so I think we've got all of the logs there. Okay. There's our number 4. Okay. Yeah, some better tools with efficiency. Gonna be so good. All right. Okay, let's go ahead and pop those there. Get the rest of this gathered up, including these, because we're gonna be making torches out of them. Like so. I'd love to stick around and get everything that this drops. That's a nice big one here. All right, it's a fair amount of wood there. Okay. We got more sticks dropping here. Got lots of stuff dropping. Yeah, you get a big tree like this, you get a lot of drops. Okay. Just with the sticks that are dropping, we're seem to be able to get pretty close to topping off our supply of torches. One tree can give you a lot. I like how, if you haven't seen Terralith before, I like how that it incorporates slabs into the terrain. You can see some over here on this hillside. So it makes some of the slopes a bit more gradual. I did not place these. These are naturally generated. And you can probably see some over there as well. Makes for a bit more varied terrain. Breaks a little bit from the usual Minecraft aesthetic, but I think it's nice. I think it's very nice. You can see some bluegrass up there. I don't hear any banjos. Not even when I was paddling along the river on the other side there. That would have been scary. Anyway, let's head on back in. This axe has about had it. Might as well grab these. Put those in the pile. And we've got a full stack of oak saplings, so we can go ahead and mulch these. Alright. And that gets us some bone meal. We'll toss that in there for now. I didn't make any bones, did I? Alright. So, well, we're going down in the mine. I don't think it matters that, alright, so what we're going to do, we're going for iron. So we don't really be using up our iron tools. What I do want to do is make a couple stone pickaxes. Take those with us. And the iron pickaxe, I think we will toss that in the old tool bin. We've got mending and unbreaking on this guy. But you know what? We got mending and unbreaking. We don't even need the stone pickaxes. We'll use them we'll use them up. We'll use them up, and that'll be it. All right, so we're going down to see this little rendering glitch as well. That is something that I've been seeing ever since switching to Iris and sodium. All right, where have we been? Where have we not been? I know there was one of these where I kind of doubled back, went the other way, or did I? Or did I perhaps not? Maybe I've not done that yet. All right, so you know what? We're going to do that. We're going to go over here. I think down around the diamond level we did that. So we're going to go ahead and make this where we cut in. All right, so let's go ahead and do that. We will do that here. I think that yeah, it does not dig into our stairs. Didn't want to dig into the stairs. All right. So we get a little of that right off. Oh, we didn't go this way. I mean, we're not really exposing anything new here, but whatever. All right, let's go ahead and grab that. Okay, so, and andesite. Oh, so that's the apple. You know what? What the heck? We're going to get plenty of apples. If history is any guide, we're going to get more apples than we really need. All right, 75. I think that's decent. I'm going to go ahead and stick one torch in my hand here. I got the Lambda Dynamic Lights mod loaded on, so I do get a little light from that. So yeah, we are modded. Let's see. Here. All right, going into new territory, I think. At least some. I mean, breaking off the stuff at our feet here, that's definitely breaking new territory. We should go through these pretty quickly. All right. I don't know. Maybe I should just put all my torches in my offhand, but maybe not. But yeah, we're just gonna use these up. I'm not sure what I was thinking. Got the mending and unbreaking. It'll be so much faster with that. So we're gonna use these up just to get it. All right, so wait a minute. Where are we now? We are at level 14, and let me take a look. Why am I zipping all around here? All right, let me take a look at the old wiki here, or rather at the, where are we? I have the chart here. So level 14, yeah, level 16 would be the optimal for iron, if I'm reading this chart correctly. So we're a little bit below that, just dipping into the diamond level, a little bit more into the lapis level as well. Still a good, you know, decent amount of copper and maybe a little bit of gold. So I think we're at a pretty fair level here. All right. So yeah, this is, and that's where we went before. Oh wait. Oops. Didn't mean to do that. Well, I mean, yeah, I do want to use it up, so whatever. It doesn't go any slower than doing it by hand, so might as well. Okay. Maybe I should get one of those mice with all the little buttons with the different numbers. On the other hand, I know that I will just be hitting them accidentally all the time. If you're new to my streams and wondering why the breakage pattern on the blocks are all black, I think that is a little bug in the shader, or actually it's kind of a side effect of how I was getting around another bug in it, where it was just not showing the little enchantment shimmer at all. When we would show it like this, here it's showing the shimmer, but it was not. And there was like a little modification that somebody had suggested in the Discord for the shader. That's the Solar Shaders Enhanced Basic, was it? Not basic. What was it? You know what? Let's check. Shaders. Yeah, Enhanced Default. I have a very conceptual memory. I remember ideas, not necessarily, you know, exact wording. I remember what it means. Okay, we got some iron there. Wait a minute, we didn't pass up any iron back here, did we? Okay, good, just copper. All right, we don't want to be passing up any iron. We are going to go ahead and dig into the side here, see what else we can find. And hey, if we luck into some diamonds, fantastic. If we get more iron, wonderful. All right. Fill that in. You know what? Copper is just so darn common. Alright, so we got 6 raw iron so far. That's a good start. A lot of andesite. We are in andesite caves, by the way, after all. So it's not really surprising. Haven't run into an actual cave yet, so I'm not going to count it, I think, as, you know, visiting the biome. I mean, we're certainly seeing the effects of it in the form of all this andesite here, which I don't think you can use to, say, craft a stone tool, unfortunately. And I don't know, is that something that can be done with the data pack? Because Terralith is, and its heart, a data pack. Even if you get the mod version, which really just gets around a shortcoming in Minecraft that kind of gets in the way of using random seeds or selected seeds in these data packs. You have to like actually embed the seed number in the data pack. But yeah, it is a data pack for the terrain generation. And I'm wondering if you can add recipes or alter recipes. Specifically, I'm wondering if, since, you know, it makes these, you know, andesite-rich biomes and other stone biomes, if it might be a balancing thing to let you craft stone tools with some of the alternate stones. Alright, let's go ahead and grab this. Alright. Any more? Nope. Alright. Since we have such a glut of andesite, we'll go ahead and use that. And we are reaching the end of our stone pickaxe. I'm curious to see if we can make another one with andesite. I don't have a crafting table and I can make one. I'm tempted to do that. Maybe I'll do it later. Right now, I don't want to be filling up a slot with it. Ah, you son of a gun. Oh my. Yeah, it came out of here. I can hear them. Yeah, that was a problem that we had. That was a problem that we had before. And I didn't have very good armor at the time, did I? Alright, let's see. Okay, we need a torch here. Alright. Let's see, are we going to get any more of these? Yeah, we are. Or not. Maybe it went into the wall. Okay, well. Almost got killed by some of these one time. Wasn't a good time. I think that's why we haven't spent all that much time at this level. Oh yeah, here we go. Okay. Alright, well it didn't actually have anything in it. Okay, that's good. That's fine. No problem with that. Alright, and we're just about done with this pickaxe. There we go. Alright. Time to get old Betsy out here. That's better. Much better. Alright. Hey, here we go. And we got some more here. careful about that. They say don't mine straight down. They don't warn you about mining straight up, though. That can be another hazard. Go ahead and grab that. And those. Go ahead and put our stairs in there. Okay. Doing all right. Be better if we had fortune. But can't have everything. Where would you put it? I guess everywhere. Okay. Yeah, with Unbreaking, this is going to last a lot longer. All right. We're about due for a torch here. Whoa. That's always disconcerting when it does that. Not sure exactly what's going on to do that. I don't think it's showing me any like actual terrain or anything. I think it's just the, you know, sky and, you know, the abyss down below. Still in andesite caves. But we're going a bit faster this time. If we can get some efficiency on here, that would be the next step. And if we didn't have the situation where we need all this iron to making an anvil, and this, let's see, for an anvil, let's see. Well, I'm not going to be able to look it up on here because I can't craft it in a 2x2. So it doesn't really do me any good. Polished andesite. I could just make that at will? Huh. Didn't know that. I guess it must be really easy to polish. You just rub the pieces together. Okay. Wasn't aware of that. I think I was like smelting it or something before. Or maybe I was doing it on a stone cutter. But yeah, I have used polished andesite before. Okay. I probably should have topped up my coal. Speaking of which, let me double check on the chart here. Yeah, well, coal is going to be a bit scarce at this level. Which is probably why we don't have all that much coal. And why I had to go on a mission specifically to find coal last time. And we may have to go on another. That's just copper over there. Yeah, with 117 and before, you basically, you just go down to Y11 and just dig. And you'll find everything that you need. You'll find a fair amount of lava as well, but it's not that hard to avoid. You can hear it if you keep some stone or whatever handy, some cobble. You can slap that up in place and block it as soon as you bust through. But this is being a bit of a pain. Oh, we got water here. All right, come on. Come on now. All right. Okay, so yeah. Looks like having a torch in my hand doesn't give me water. Give me water. Doesn't give me light when I'm in the water. So, yeah, something to remember. And, yeah, swimming apparently makes you hungry. That's realistic, actually. But, yeah, I think for an anvil, I need at least, like, 3 blocks across the top. And I think, what, like, 3 ingots and, like, 4 ingots or whatever. Either 4 ingots and 3 blocks, or the other way around. In any case, I don't think I quite have enough for that. Or if I do, I have just enough for that. And I want to get more. Why did I close that up? I wanted to dig further in. Whoa, that was weird. I wanted to dig further in there. Alright. Yeah, I need another torch here. Oh, okay, we've got an underwater cave here. Nice. Alright, we're gonna plug that up. So we got a flooded cavern there. That's getting closer to us. So we may have to make a little turn here. Because we might run into it. On the other hand, I'm hearing it just on the left. Let's see what we get. Yeah, ooh, with magma too. Alright, whoa, 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 come on, come on, come on. Alright, I'm gonna try to get there. Just to keep that magma there for light. I'm tempted to take it. I'm not sure what I'd do with it. I'd have to look up recipes and stuff. But I'm tempted to take it. Alright, I'm going to assume that that is just a flooded cavern and that we will get by it. Oh. Okay. Yeah, let's go ahead and take it. Alright, so that's the question. Are we... Is that just a flooded cave, or are we at the bottom of the ocean somewhere? We are actually headed in that direction. Over towards the ocean. Of course, it's showing us the underground biome that we're in. Andesite caves. Which raises a question. You know what? I've not actually yet played Vanilla 1.18 yet. So I don't know this. In Vanilla 118, for the biome that you're in, underground, are you always in some biome or another? Or is it just in certain areas that you're in that, and otherwise it will show you the surface biome? Like for the, showing you what biome you're in. Because that would be interesting, actually. Alright, I'm hearing skeletons. And it looks like we're past whatever the thing is. Actually, it looked like we were past it back there when we got to the magma. 35. And look at that. This pickaxe is still going strong. And going fast, too. Still in the andesite caves, though. Say, how big is this biome? I mean, digging through an entire biome. I mean, it takes a little while to walk through an entire biome if it's it's a big one. And underground, I don't think we have all that many biomes, so it's like, how often are they going to change? I mean, just because you have less, I mean, like, change significantly because, oh, hey, we're going from one andesite caves biome to another andesite caves biome. Is that what's going to happen sometimes? I don't know. And exactly how big are the cave biomes? I'm not that familiar. So I don't know if digging into that little watery cave if that's something that we can count as having fully encountered the andesite caves. Because I think, I may have to read up on this, but I think, if I remember correctly, they're pretty much like regular caves, except they have more andesite. Which, if you like andesite, that's fine. I think it's, a nice variation from stone. And in fact, early game, when you don't have silk touch, it can be handy. Especially, say, if you're say you're on a survival multiplayer game and you're, got a mine going and it's like, oh, you bust into someone else's mine. It's like, oh, hey, here's some stuff that they haven't gathered yet. And you help yourself to that and you want to cover up where you went in. If you don't have a silk touch, if you cover it up with cobble, that's going to be pretty obvious. Stick some andesite in there, which you can gather and have it, be in its generation form. Well, that's a whole different thing. That can blend in nicely. I've done that, in fact. All right, 43 we're up to. That'll give us, I think, 4 blocks, and let's see, and 7 ingots. Or maybe 4 ingots, because we're not going to smelt it right away, because we want to do them by 8s. What do we got? Okay. Did I get that side? Yeah, I did. Okay. This is going so much faster. But again, we wouldn't really be doing this if we didn't need more iron. Okay, we got some gravel here. And we need a torch there. I do want to this. Okay. Wouldn't mind collecting that gravel, actually. We'll go ahead and do that. And we're going to take the opportunity to dig a little more into there. Okay. All right. I suppose something could spawn in there, so put a torch there just to make sure it doesn't. Don't want to be like having a skeleton popping in there and taking a pot shot as we walk by. Or a cave spider. Those could get through. Go ahead and eat. Have a little snack. A little energy, and that's just copper. Okay. A little dirt over here. A little bit of dirt will come in handy. May have to come back in here and get some more at some point. It's kind of deep, though. We need a torch here. I hear a zombie. Must be one of those andesite caves I've heard tell of. But will there be any andesite cliffs? Don't know. There might be. Actually, I haven't checked the list. I should check the list for that, but not right now. Getting a little bit of copper as we go. Guess I can look that up. Don't want to be leaving copper behind. Okay. Let's see. Get a fair amount of copper here. Not really seeing signs of it being a big vein or anything. Love to find a big vein of iron. That would solve our immediate problem. I forget what stone that appears in, though. Okay, we got some coal here. Oh, the heck! All right. I'm gonna cover that up. I heard that. All right. So apparently we have a little cave just below us here. All right, we're gonna dig into that on our next side bore, so that's not gonna be a problem. All right, and that gives us a bit more coal to work with, so we can keep going if we need to. Actually, we ooh. Yeah, we definitely have a cave down there. Go ahead and take that. Might as well let that come back up. All right. Okay. Iron. Exactly what we needed. Alright, let's get in close here, just in case there's nothing underneath it. Although if it's water beneath it, it'll float up like those other ones did. Alright, let's get this coal here. A little bit of mending on there. It's always welcome. See what's deep in here. Nothing of consequence. Let's see. Alright, plug that in. Let's see. We'll go ahead and take this. Okay. How are we doing with that? 1450? That's not bad, I guess. Alright. Close that up. Can we reach? No, we can't. Okay. Okay, we've dug all that out. And we've got a little extra coal there. I'm going to go ahead. Convert that to torches. Just to save an inventory spot. Oh, man. Oh, I feel like I'm about to sneeze. Wow. I rubbed my nose and, oh, man, just something about it just so irritated. You know what? One moment. I'm going to do something real quick, like. Be right back. Alright, sorry about that. Just had to blow my nose. Knew that would take a little bit and did not want to subject you to it. Alright. How did I do that? Whatever. I will resume my usual cadence here. Alright, tempted to go get that, but it's not that critical. Lapis. And coal. I think we're going to go for that. Let's see. Right now, just gotta hope we don't have anything drop down on us. Meanwhile, I would gladly take the mending on that. Nice. Mending is so nice. Alright, let's go get that coal. Do we have much of it? Let's see, a couple at least. Alright. We get all this coal. Because right now we need it. And this is getting us some decent mending. Look at that. Better off than we started. We'll go ahead and fill this in. So we don't get stuff spawning there. Oops. Okay. Dig into that, see if there's anything worthwhile. Okay. Alright, moving on. Excuse me. Alright, so it's 12:30 now, so we got about 15 minutes on this. What have we got? Up to 45 pieces of iron ore. Alright, so we're gonna go Another 5 or 10. Hey, there's some iron right there. At least 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Gets up to 52. Not bad. Would like to have more? Like to have much more. But 118 doesn't give you a lot, does it? Maybe if I dug a couple blocks higher, it would be slightly more optimal, I think. But this is fine. It dips us into some of the other ores a little bit. While still giving a good amount of iron, I think, overall. Okay. And there's some more right here. We need to put a torch there, so... there's more. Let's go ahead and grab those. Feel fairly confident that the andesite floor is not going to give way when I jump down onto it. In fact, I'm not think even say like unstable sand or gravel is going to do that if you jump on it. I don't think. Will it? I don't know. If you know, let me know in the comments. Excuse me. Ooh. We're definitely near a cave. What are we up to? 58. We've got nearly a stack. And that may have to be sufficient. Alright. Still in andesite caves, we're starting to get into some actual stone here. So maybe we're coming out of it. Oh, getting a little more copper. No, okay. Alright, we're gonna go one more triple here. Three more bores. I'm hearing lava. That can be a concern. Which direction? Kind of like that. Alright. Alright, let's see. Gotta be ready to switch over to blocking it off. Definitely over to the left. Right, I mean. Other left. Alright, let's go get that. Ah, there's the lava. Alright. I'll just put a torch there. We'll leave that open as a resource for the future in case we need more copper. We have been using some. All right. Oh man, it's like right at waist level too. Well, as soon as we go into it, it shouldn't, unless there's a fall here. Yeah. Okay. All right, so we're going to, I think, stop here. We got 58 raw iron. That will be enough for, wait, man, we're way over here. And hopefully we'll have time to get back. Get this smelted and make a new anvil. Don't know that we'll have enough time to buy another unbreaking for the helmet, or a mending for it, for that matter. Actually, I want to get both. Combine the books and then put that in. I think that should be more efficient. Need to be thinking about that for our stuff. Yeah, we stopped putting in stairs here because we kind of got trapped by the what you call it, silverfish. I wanted to say earwigs. Those are nasty too. I think earwigs would look more fearsome though with their pincers and stuff. All right. Why are you not? Ow, ow, ow. Why are you not coming to me? Oh, my inventory's full. All right. Shoot. Okay. Put that in there. Yeah. There we go. And then I'll eat it. Yay. Inventory's not full anymore. All right. So, wouldn't have been full if that apple wouldn't have been there. So, yeah, that's something to consider. Let's see. Magma blocks, that's a special item. We'll put that in this chest for now. And let's see. Copper. Toss that in there. All right, 62. How much can we smelt and have that an even amount? 40 would be an even one, so 54, I'm thinking. No. No. 40, 56. All right. All right. So there's 24 in there, 24. Oh. There we go. So let's put, ooh. 32 in that one. 24 in that one. All right. Got to split it by 8s. All right. And we've got lapis we can lock up. And these as well. There we go. And haven't really got much redstone. I don't think I've ever seen any redstone down there yet. All right, let's go ahead and sleep. All right, and anything interesting out there? Nothing going bump in the night. Nothing going poof in the day. Don't see anything. But I believe we were digging out that direction and going out towards the ocean. Weren't really seeing that in the biome info up there, but that's where we were. Okay, so andesite. So much andesite, and we've lost. We're running out of room for it. Oh my goodness. We need another chest. We need to dig another spot for a chest. I'll use cobble still. Okay, how high up does that go? Whoops. You know what? All right. Okay. And let's make a chest. 2 chests, actually. Okay. All right. And we'll just start chucking stuff in there. Andesite, 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 gravel. You know what? Give me the gravel back. Andesite in there. Do we have gravel? You know what? Give me all the andesite. Here's some more. Gravel. And we'll put all the andesite in here. Andesite, andesite. So much of it. That's definitely something that is different from vanilla. Let's put gravel down here for now. Sand as well. Sand and gravel down there. Put gravel in there. Cobble. We'll keep a stack of cobble on hand. And it's more andesite. Okay. Alrighty. Where was I putting the flint? I think the flint was in one of these. Yeah, over here. Alright, we're getting about to the end of it. Actually, I want to hold this in hand. Hopefully get a little mending back. 1496. We're getting close to the end of that one. Alright. So we need to make some blocks. We got 2 blocks out of that. And we just have 6 more iron there. I don't have any on hand. Okay, almost done with this one. So let's see, what is the recipe for an anvil? Yeah, 3 blocks of iron, so we need 1 more block. Okay, still have the pickaxe in hand. Let's see if we'll mend it up. Not quite. But close. Close. That is a good balance, I think. Alright, so we will make 1 block. Boom. And 1 anvil. Oh, we disconnected. Anyway, if you're coming back on, I hope you didn't miss much. We've got our anvil back. Boom, there we go. Yeah, there we are. We were connected. Okay. So folks on the stream should be starting to see things now. Alright, there we are. And 26 to spare. We're definitely going to be going down for more, but not just yet. Okay. we do want to go down for some more diamonds. But in order to get all of our enchantments in place, we're going to be needing to refresh that thing. We're going to be needing more iron. I'm going to be needing to patch whatever the heck is making that thing flicker. All right. I think that is about it for tonight. All right. So, we made some progress. We got unbreaking on the old pickaxe here. And put it to some good use. Going down and gathering up some more iron. Kind of made a misstep of making those two stone pickaxes. Did not need them. That was kind of force of habit for this world because I've been doing that a lot before. But no longer needed to do that. Clearly did not need to. And that kind of slowed us down at first. But yeah, you get the idea of how much faster the diamond pickaxe is. And, just how much more resilient it is and not having to, stop and make more pickaxes. It's much more conserving of resources overall, especially when you got the mending and unbreaking on this thing. All right, so I think that will about do it for tonight. Next week, I think we're going to try to further enhance our enchantments, or enchant our enhancements, whichever way you want to put it, and see what more we can do, and maybe see if we can get fortune at the very least. That's going to be a good start, and possibly even what you call it, silk touch. Silk touch would make resource extraction much more efficient, especially with all of like the copper and things like that. That tend to get a lot of anyway, and lapis and stuff like that. If we're getting a lot of that, that can take up extra spaces if you're accumulating a lot. Anyway, that is it for tonight. I'll see you next week, and we'll do all that kind of stuff. See you then. Bye. Hey, you're still here. If you liked it, how about you click subscribe? If you really liked it or think a friend will like it, go ahead and share it as well. Thanks.